Hi students, and welcome back to Living with Mental Illness 101. We're discussing our third part of the self-advocacy in the Western mental health system. And so we talked about who are those people, we talked about where you typically go for help, and now we're going to talk about how do you pay for all this. So the number one payer of mental health services in the United States of America is Medicaid. But we're going to talk about a couple of ways that people pay for service. One is self-pay. That means this person is paying out of pocket. They're not using any insurance whatsoever. They are paying the fee that the provider is saying, hey, this is what it costs. Another way is similar to self-pay. However, it may be on a sliding scale fee. And what that means is a practitioner or the hospital or the clinic, whatever it is, they may have an option that if you can't pay the full fee, for example, they may base it off of your income. And so that may be called a sliding scale fee, which means it's not a set fee, it's more like a range. And then we're going to talk about your insurances, your private insurance. Here is the important thing about your private insurance. You need to know what your deductible is. You need to know what your copay or your co-insurance is. Another thing is actually go into your insurance website and see if the provider is on a tier. So what that means for my insurance, for example, my private insurance, providers are listed as 1 tier, 2 tier, and 3 tier. The 1 tiers are the less expensive. That means I may pay like a $20 or $40 copay. But then the 2 tier, those practitioners and those clinics and those offices that are listed at 2 tier, my copay is higher. And then the 3 tier, they're usually the highest out of all of them. And so you want to see if the person that you found on whatever directory you looked on, what tier they may fall into. This is also important to see if the provider or the clinic even accepts your insurance. Because yes, you can call and they're like, yeah, we accept your insurance, but you always want to verify with the insurance company. You can call the insurance company, but you can also go on their website, log into your account, put in that person's name, and they will tell you if they are in what is called the network. The network is the people who this insurance company has approved to use that insurance. And they have to apply to that insurance company in order to be in that network, be in network. Now, this is a thing you need to understand. There's a such thing as out of network. And so that means that, if you have an insurance and you type in Jim John's name and Jim John's name doesn't pop up, that may mean that Jim John is out of network. And if they are out of network, the insurance company may not pay. Someone may give you what is called, the practitioner may give you something called a super bill, which means that they'll give you that, you pay that to the clinician, and then you submit the super bill to the insurance company and see if the insurance company will reimburse you. But that is not guaranteed. So you want to make sure and verify that the clinician, the clinic, the hospital, wherever, that they accept your insurance. So those are some of the general ways that services can be paid for. And also there are organizations out there that assist in providing care or covering care for someone. So that's another way to look, but you will have to Google in your area to know specifically which organization that may cover or offer funding for free therapy in your area. All right, everyone. So we're going to have our next class where we're going to go into, okay, What if there's a problem, and what should I do about it?
Hey students, don't forget about our virtual field trip on Saturday, February 22nd of this year. It is virtual and it is free. Be sure to register to get your slot.